All right, welcome to another episode of the Boogie podcast, and I'm sitting here with the queen of Australian bodyboarding, or one of the queens of Australian bodyboarding, certainly, Mandy Zieren. We're just sitting. Where are we sitting? Let's frame the location because this is kind of special.
It is a pretty special spot. So I grew up here, lived here my whole life. This is the first reef that I've ever surfed.
Yeah.
Super fun, right-hander, challenging when you're younger, but and still when it gets big, it's still pretty heavy out there.
Yeah.
But it's a perfect wave. It's super mechanical, fun little barrel.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
What's it called?
Little Avalon. LA.
It is a pretty classic little spot. I've been fortunate enough to get a barrel out there before, and it is deceptive because it does kind of seem like it's playful and easy from here when you look down on it. But when you're in it, it's kind of intense. It's really like drawing off that reef, and it's a fun spot.
If you're paddling into it, you gotta commit.
Yeah, it's a real commitment. For sure.
But once you're down and you're in the barrel, it's so mechanical.
Yeah, exactly.
Super fun.
Super predictable.
Yeah.
Is this where you started?
Yeah.
Avalon, is this where it all started for you?
Yeah, so North Avalon to the other end of the beach.
Yeah.
There's this super, they call it the North Ave Freight Train Express. So there's a little rip that just takes us straight out the back. So you can go out the back, or there's a little rip bowl that breaks inside. So that's pretty much where I grew up surfing.
Okay.
And my grandparents live up on the headland up there.
Okay,
So
cool.
I spent probably my first 8 years just living
Just
up
hanging
there.
up there.
We got a little track that goes down to the beach. So
Sounds fucking horrible.
yeah, terrible upbringing, terrible. And my high school is like literally right behind the sand dunes.
Really?
Yeah.
So just there?
Yeah, literally just super behind there.
Wow.
So every morning, every afternoon, we're in that car park.
That helps.
That helps, yeah.
Who were you booging with in the beginning?
Benny Player.
Who's he?
I don't know. Who is he exactly? So Benny and Tobe. So Benny and I are the same age. We went to school together.
Yeah.
Lived on the same street. We were like 2 doors down.
Heavy.
So we used to just ride our bikes to school, surf. It was basically like my little brother. So
That's amazing.
and Gherkin.
Yeah,
all those
Gherkin.
guys, Tate.
Yeah, the boys.
So there was such a big crew here back then. You know, bodyboarding was massive.
I love it how you tried to turn your phone onto silent, instead you've played a movie. There we go, I'll fix that.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl just started playing. How the hell
Gone
did that
Girl.
start?
Yeah, that
I was wondering where the sound was coming from.
I'd rather watch a movie than
Yeah, exactly. No, we'll be right back after this movie break.
So massive crew of bodyboarders. That's sadly not here today.
Nah.
There's maybe I could say I see about 5 bodyboarders, grommets surfing out here today.
Yeah, it's pretty hectic.
Which, back in the day you'd go out and there's at least 20.
Totally. Totally.
It's sad. It's really sad. And actually I went to the Pro Tour contest at Whale Beach a few months ago.
Oh yeah, sure.
And it was kind of sad to see that, that crowd, and it's just not there. I don't really have the answer for what needs to be done, but something needs to be done to, give the sport a bit of a lift.
Shot in the arm.
Yeah.
Because you were on the tour, the Aussie tour I think is maybe one of the most of the time that we got to bodyboard together and hang out was, because there was that Aussie tour period which was like golden, right? Yeah. Like it was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
And those were massive comps, right?
Huge.
Yeah.
And drew massive crowds.
Yeah.
Like you would have people everywhere.
Exactly.
Even in secluded areas, people would come far and wide just to watch. And the talent was, it's amazing.
It was a world tour essentially.
For guys and girls.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Lily, Kira, France,
Yep.
Stephanie,
Yep.
when she moved to Australia.
Yep.
So many girls. And sadly it's not here today.
Nah.
But I guess with the massive surgence of women surfing, sadly there's just not a future for women. Even for the guys, it's hard for people to make money.
Oh, totally. It's
days.
near impossible. There's some money there, but it's not sustaining.
Yeah.
It's not sustaining. But looking back on it all, coming back to the youthful Mandy that's like kicking it with the little brother Ben Player, Was it just the period that drove your reason behind being on a bodyboard rather than a surfboard? Because this is a surfing place, right? You know, there's a lot of surfers here still, probably more than bodyboarders were at the time.
Yeah.
So what drove that decision for you? Like, why a bodyboard?
Good question. I think when I started, you know, there was Riptide, there was massive, big push for magazines overseas. Like, it was huge.
Yeah.
You know, and Jay Reel, Mike Stewart, Hannah McGee, you know, all those, they were just absolute legends, you know, and it was there. It was, you know, we had videos, we had amazing magazines. There was just a huge push in the sport then. So, yeah, I guess it grew from there. I did do both, but I can't tell you why, but I just loved the bodyboarding.
Yeah.
And it just stuck.
It stuck. But it sounds like you had a good crew. Sounds like you were part of a good crew.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I had it here in front of my eyes, you know, so I had people to look up to and follow, and I was a tomboy, so I just did whatever the boys did. So, and that was a massive push, you know, like, and for me to be able to learn from those guys who were like top of the sport.
They were,
definitely, you know, it definitely helped. So,
did you feel? Because we were just talking before we started rolling. And I keep looking back at the camera to make sure it's recording all the time because there's all these, like, it's stressful, you know, like when you're recording because you don't want to get through a whole interview.
We don't want to do it
by the
again.
way, it didn't record. I've done that once. Yeah.
It's okay, I'll just go back to my movie.
Yeah, exactly. You watch your film again. But, what was I going to say? So we were talking about how you were part of, like, a super team at one point in bodyboarding. And it was kind of incredible. And I just feel like, if anything, it seems like we've kind of stepped back from that. Like, what was the super team? Kind of, who was in that team? And I'm referring to the Quicksilver team at the time. Dave Appleby brought you all together.
Dave Appleby.
Yeah. She's famous around here. Everybody stop. We haven't been able to start for half an hour because everybody wants to bloody talk to Mandy. All right.
It's pretty social up here.
Yeah, we are pretty social.
Who do we have? Garth McGregor, Toby, Benny.
Yep.
Michael Crawley.
Yep.
Till Nippard.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
Who else
is there? You don't want to miss anyone.
I can't miss anyone.
I don't feel like
I'm
you have.
trying to think of the keyboard bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
The video.
I think you're pretty close.
Am I missing one?
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it too.
I'm so sorry about missing some. Well, Dave was on it too himself.
Yeah, he was on there too. I reckon that must be it.
Yeah, I think so.
There were no other women on it.
No.
You were the only. You were certain of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was for sure.
So some dude missed out. Whatever.
I feel so fortunate that I had that opportunity. In bodyboarding.
Yeah.
I remember that Rebecca Villarino was also sponsored by Quicksilver. I think she'd maybe stopped competing once the keyboard bunch started. Just super lucky to be involved in that, and we got to go to, you know, the first time I went overseas, I got to go to Tahiti, surf Chopu.
Yeah.
It still wasn't even that well known back then. I remember looking at Bill Morris was the photographer that came with us.
Yeah.
I remember looking at photos in a magazine. I'd never seen it before, and my heart was just like,
Were you freaking out?
I was freaking out. That was literally the first reef I've ever surfed.
Yeah.
And that's like covered with nice soft green.
It is really nice.
It's nice and soft, not like sharp.
It's not chopes.
Not chopes. So yeah, that was the first time I'd ever laid eyes or heard about this wave. Was literally on the plane going over there. But just amazing experiences. Like, I got to go to Europe, Hawaii, you know, we'd all fly together as a bunch. Sometimes it was hard being the only girl.
Yeah, I was about to go there. That was where my thinking was going. I was like, what was it really like to be part of that bunch?
Yeah, it was. It was great. But, you know, sometimes, especially when I was 17, 18, you know, you're pretty young, and they're surfing massive waves, and sometimes I'd be like, you know, super intimidated. Just have to say no, I can't go.
Yeah.
I remember the first wave we went to in Tahiti was breaking right on the rock shelf.
Okay. Do you remember which one it was?
I can't remember what it's called.
One of the other passes.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember the name, but even the guys were like freaking out.
Okay.
It was was just breaking literally right on the rock shelf, and I was just like, no,
Sick.
like, you know, and that plays on your mind when you're young, you know, like you want to feel like you can do everything.
Yeah.
But then you have to step back and go, you know what, even the guys are scared, you know, so yeah, that would be pretty hard sometimes. And I remember staying in Barton Lynch's house, you know, at Sunset.
Just name dropping the whole way through this. Yeah, sure, you stayed at Barton's. First name?
BL.
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 Biggest frother in surfing.
Yeah, the first time I went to Hawaii, we woke up, we flew in New Year's Day. I remember waking up, it's like 25 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing, you know, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
But amazing to see, you know, that raw energy and power, and you just learn along the way, you know, you learn from the guys, you learn how to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive learning experience.
Yeah.
But we had so much fun.
Yeah.
And just to be a part of that team, you know, like we literally became a family.
Yeah, it was crazy when it happened too. And on top of that, you actually had Nick Mesritz shaping the boards, right? Wasn't Mez behind the scenes there? He was the board shaper, if I remember. So you not only had like the best riders in one moment, but you had like the best shaper in the world as well, driving the kind of exactly. Like it must have been wild, like to have that.
Yeah. And you know, like sometimes you pinch yourself, like am I living in this fairyland?
Yeah.
You know, but it's real, and you had to work hard for it because you knew at any minute it could be taken away from you, and it kind of that's what
eventually
happened.
what happened. How long was the dream team together for then? How long was that period? It wasn't a huge...
It must have been maybe 3 years,
yeah, that's
4
what I was
years.
thinking.
And then, then I think Dave left Quicksilver. Someone down in Torquay took over the bodyboarding team, and then slowly started axing the whole team.
Yeah.
And they left Ben and I on, I think, for another year. And then I just remember I don't even think I got a phone call. I think I got a letter. Which is pretty like, you know, I think I'd been riding with them for 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And you just get a letter in the mail saying terminated. And it was the same for Ben, you know.
What, was there just one word in that?
I think it was maybe...
I was just imagining a big bold print. Terminated.
Terminator.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking, you know, like that was my biggest sponsor, that's what was getting me to all the contests.
Everything slowed down after that, eh?
Yeah, all your like that was clothes, wetsuits, boards, and then for that just to go, like, it's a pretty big spot.
Brutal.
And it was basically, you know, in Australia the sport's just not as big. Surfing's up here, bodyboarding's here, and you know, I guess someone in Quicksilver back then didn't really like bodyboarding.
Digging the sponge.
So,
which is pretty normal for that
scene.
Yeah. You know, like it's not abnormal that some surfer dude takes up the role of marketing and sees there's a bunch of lid riders on the team and goes, what the fuck am I meant to do with those?
Some shark biscuits,
exactly.
get them out.
Did you bounce back from it?
It took a while, you know. You've got to stop and you've got to reassess and you know, try and figure out what are we going to do from here. But it wasn't only Quicksilver. There was, I think, the Billabong team riders got axed as well. It was just a massive shift in bodyboarding back then. So, it was the dream years, you know.
Yeah, totally.
But not to say after that it wasn't, you know. I rode for Donnie McCready, for Hydro for a few years, and Billabong for a couple of years. It wasn't like the dream team.
Nah. You were on the Nomad crew for a bit too, weren't you? Didn't you join Nomad for a little while?
I think I rode for Tubes first.
Tubes
back in the day. This was my first sponsor.
That's cool.
But then, so basically after that I had to work.
Oh no!
Work!
Fuck.
The W word.
Yeah. What did you do?
I was in hospitality.
Yeah.
And so basically...
You're hospitable. It makes sense.
I try to do.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I I literally worked locally.
Yeah.
All my bosses were cool. They knew what I was doing. So if I had to take time off, I took time off. But when I was at home, I worked really hard just to save money.
Yeah.
I had a bit of money coming in from sponsors, but definitely not enough to get you overseas. And then I started taking out bank loans to get me overseas. Yeah.
Right. This sounds like, did this all work out?
Maybe borrowed a bit of money off the parents. But I guess, in the end, I couldn't sustain. You can't sustain it. You know, it's like mentally, physically. You know, you trying to surf every day,
Yeah.
train, work,
Improve.
trying to keep sponsors that you have, trying to
Yeah.
get more sponsors. Like, and I'm not complaining at all. Like,
Nah.
I've had the best time there.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it wasn't as easy as what people would kind of, you know, all you do is surf around the world. But I worked pretty hard to, you know, to be able to do that and sustain being on the world tour.
Yeah.
But you know, I love the sport.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You know, it gave me everything really. Like, and that was all that I knew was bodyboarding, competing, and the finances didn't bother me. You know, back then, you're young. You don't really think about the future or whatever. What you want to do is be on the tour. It's one big family.
Oh, and it's awesome. Like, I mean, it was always awesome. I think the last time we would have caught up was when the tour went through. I think there was a comp in the US in New Jersey, and I think that was probably the last time I saw you. And we were there for the Jenks Pro.
That's right.
And then, but these were good days. I mean, I interviewed Dave Winchester the other day, and you know, same kind of thing. He was around that scene as well with us, that kind of next gen, and you know, he just looks back and he's very happy about all that time spent. And like this comp down in Kiama, you know, like it was literally just like a reunion for all generations. You know, we had like the heritage guys, so Appleby and Ross Hawke and all that were there, and Bullet and Matt Riley, and you know, it's pretty awesome. And they're just all catching up, and all the Shark Island boys were there too. And then on the next level, you know, like Winnie turns up to a comp, and you know, and Ben's there, and Toby, and you know, like it's kind of another level of reunion. And so I feel like there's this like
there's a big
there's a lot there
now.
now. There's a lot there, but nobody's complaining.
No.
Nobody's
I
complaining.
think that, you know, I've always thought this, that I feel like bodyboarders have a different kind of, you know, outlook on life, and you know, they're just there to enjoy the sport. It's not really, they're not about the money. Yes, it helps because we all need money and we need to get to contests, but the people that the love that bodyboarders have for the sport, you know, just it keeps them going. Even going to the Jeff Wilcox, I think that's the only contest I've been going to in the last 10 years.
Sick.
It's so fun just to see everyone, you know, catch up, surf a few heats, put your jersey back on. You know, it's amazing.
It is.
And it's like, because you travel, like I've travelled with you for so long, like I saw you today. It's like I saw you yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
We all have this common history.
Yeah.
That like no one can ever take that away from you. So
It's really sweet.
it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a strong community.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. Like when I got back into it, I was kind of blown away at the welcome back as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
You know, because I was out for 10 years and didn't even talk to anyone. And then, you know, I remember sitting out a pipe because I just went to pipe for fun. And I'm sitting out there, it's massive, I'm freaking out. And Hub just paddles out. I'm like, oh, hey Hub, it's Josh. He goes, yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh, cool. How you doing? He goes, yeah, good. What are you doing here? I'm like, oh, sort of come surf pipe. And he's like, whoa, you know, and it's really cool. And you know, then you're hanging out with these guys, and everybody's stoked. And yeah, it's like I think with bodyboarders, we all get like, because we all know the same struggle. Like we all know that, like, okay, I may not see that person for a while because they're working and trying to get on top of other things in life, but they're gonna, when they're back, it's not weird. They didn't abandon us. They just were busy doing other things. Important.
And people come back, people go, people leave.
Yeah.
I
Super
think
cool.
that's the hardest thing. So I stopped competing probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I could honestly say, like, I struggled big time. Like,
to adapt to not being the bodyboarder?
Yeah, it's not bodyboarding. Yeah, I guess it becomes your identity.
Yeah, it's a huge problem for
You
me.
lose your friends.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you don't have these goals. You know, physically you're not working as hard.
Yeah.
I felt not as driven. Like I was really lost for like a good 5 years. To the point where I couldn't even watch bodyboarding.
Oh,
couldn't
me
even
too.
read a magazine.
Same problem.
It's just like, oh, I can't do it. Like,
Yeah.
It's like really a piece of you is missing.
Was it like a breakup?
It's like a breakup.
Yeah?
It was huge.
A little bit, right? Like, you know, like I can't look at that person anymore. There's too much pain, and they don't love me, and I don't love them, and blah, blah, blah.
And it wasn't like I decided to leave the sport or I didn't want to compete. It was...
You got dumped.
I got dumped. I got
Running with this analogy. Running with it.
done by bodyboarding.
Yeah.
Just financially, and
Yeah.
I've got a long history back problems. So
Yeah, you mentioned that.
physically, you know, it's not like you go, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Like that love and that passion, it's all still there.
Yeah.
But it's all just taken away from you in an instant.
Yeah.
And you just got to reevaluate life, and you know what I mean? Bodyboarding, competing since you're 15, 16,
Yeah.
it's all you know. So you got to all of a sudden go, okay, what's next? Like, you know, what can I do from here?
Yeah.
And it's not easy, especially when you've lived a life where you've done something that you love. Like, not many people can say that. And those that have done it are super lucky. So, you know what I mean? It's really hard to go into something else. I don't know, to think of working in an office 9 to 5.
Did you try that?
No.
I was going to say, I didn't think you'd even gone there.
No.
I tried it. It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, you're not yourself.
Yeah.
The only way I could deal with it was like, I remember I decided just to start wearing a funny tie to work, like a piano key necktie, just to
amuse
not
yourself.
take it seriously at all. But yeah, it's so that transition away. I mean, for me, the hard bit, and maybe you got a similar experience in here because it's a pretty tight knit community around Avalon and stuff. But like, even like 4 years after I'd stopped bodyboarding and done nothing at all with it, right? Zero to do with it, hated it. Same thing, you couldn't look at it.
Yeah.
And people, I'd go to like, you know, like Christmas is big in Foster, and you bump into fucking everyone everyone who knows anyone even by 1 degree, and they would say, "Oh yeah, man, cool. How's the tour?" And I'm like, and it'd be this like little knife in my heart, and I'd be like, "Ugh, I got to explain how I hate it."
The wound,
yeah,
ripping the band-aid
yeah,
off.
exactly. And like, was that a thing that would happen around here with you? Because people knew you as Mandy, the bodyboarder.
Yeah, like even still, like
Today,
people are like, "Oh, he's still competing," and you're like,
no.
"No,
10 years.
no, it's been a while."
It's
but
heavy, huh?
Yeah, it is.
And they're so happy to ask the question too, right? When they
Yeah,
ask you, they're not
yeah,
asking
yeah.
you to like to make fun of
Hey,
you
still
for still doing.
competing,
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly. It's a
yeah,
positive.
Yeah, no. But you know, like because of my back,
Yeah.
I think there was maybe 2 years where I couldn't even bodyboard. I couldn't even walk to the beach. Like,
Yeah.
and I lived across the road from the beach for a while.
That sucks.
So I think it was even. I couldn't even do it.
Yeah.
So that made it even harder. You know, like that knife was like.
Yeah.
But then, so I did a small procedure in my back.
Yeah. Cool.
Where they go in, they burnt a nerve, just through keyhole
Burnt
surgery.
a nerve?
Burnt a nerve.
Okay.
Which, you know, it's a small procedure, but they're playing with your nerves. So, you know, and you don't know what could happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, it fixed it, but then I started surfing because I still couldn't bodyboard. Just the whole
Oh, the
flexing,
arch in the back was
arching,
problem.
Kicking.
Ah.
So I started surfing, so that gave me back,
Okay.
you know, some
Cool.
kind of. And it was like learning to surf all over again.
100%.
Because you look for different ways.
Yep.
You know, all of a sudden you're standing up, not laying down.
Did you find that you were thinking like a bodyboarder though when you were riding the surfboard?
Yeah. Yeah.
Too deep on
And
a
then
lot of
you-
waves?
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I had to start surfing, you know, like small, fat
Yeah.
waves.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing? But you know what? I don't care about that anymore. Like
No.
I'm so happy surfing a 1 foot wave on a longboard or
Yeah, it's rad.
just to be in the ocean. I don't care about swimming.
Have you done the
Like
sup? Have you taken the step to sup?
I bought one.
Oh,
think
what?
I used it twice and I sold it.
Okay, good. Good, we sorted that out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good, we got through
That
that.
didn't last long.
Jeez, this interview is nearly over.
Yeah. Thinking about
yeah.
getting the old kneeboard out.
Well, we just bumped into Tim Benithan, right? He's a Nilo.
A Nilo.
Didn't he say kneeboards?
Yeah,
You reckon he
kneeboards. You call it Nilo.
Well, a Nilo, yeah.
Nilo, okay.
Well, I don't
Maybe
know
I'll
what
get
else.
on the Nilo.
We should try. Maybe it's what you need.
Maybe.
I noticed before we kicked off, you got a beautiful ring on your finger.
I do.
Engaged.
Engaged.
For how long?
10 years. The 10-year engagement.
What?
Well, we couldn't get married before.
Yeah. Let's go there.
Let's go there.
Yeah.
And now we can.
And now you can get married. So this
But-
is because you're in a same-sex relationship.
Yes.
What's your partner's name?
Hila.
Hilla.
Hila.
Cool.
Hila. My little Juju.
She's Jewish.
She's Israeli. I can call her
She's
Jew.
Israeli.
I can call her Jew. So yeah, we met. Wow, like 13 years ago.
Yeah.
She was here on holidays. Well, yeah, I'm not meant to say she was working. But she
Oh
was
yeah,
working.
not working.
But she
just
wasn't working.
volunteering at cafes.
She worked at a cafe that
Of course, right?
I frequented, and then I started to frequent it more often.
Yeah, cool.
And then 2 weeks after we met, she had to go back to Israel.
Oh.
And then they wouldn't let her back out of the country, just for visa reasons. So.
Did she have to do military service or anything stupid
Yeah,
like that?
She was in the army.
Already did it?
Yeah, already did
Okay,
it.
cool. Because I heard you have to do it, right? You don't
they
get
have
away
to.
from that.
No, but they want to do it.
Yeah.
They're happy to do it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I would be unhappy to do it.
You know what? After spending time there and with the Israelis, like it really gives them purpose. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they should go or shouldn't, but I see what it does for people's characters
Right.
and the way they grow up, and it's pretty amazing.
Do they get their
what
shit
it
together a
does
bit
for
better? Like, are they a bit more like,
100%.
yeah, I could probably use it.
Yeah, I think I should have gone and done it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not great what they're
Yeah.
all not fighters, they're all not in
No.
combat, you know. Some
Yeah.
people have office jobs, but the discipline and what it gives them for their future is it's pretty amazing.
Nah, it's probably pretty handy.
It is. It's pretty handy.
Structure your day a bit better. Make your bed.
Make your bed, they know how to make their bed,
Probably.
shine their shoes.
And do some Krav Maga
yeah.
and just nail
They
people.
don't muck around. Like, there's
Nah.
no black and white. Like, I will sit and procrastinate about
Yeah.
something for days.
Yeah.
And it's pretty frustrating for my partner. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, she's just like,
Boom, boom,
should we
boom.
get it done? But that's also my character, you know.
Yeah, we're Aussies.
We're Aussies, yeah.
We're not
yeah.
meant to do stuff.
Yeah, I think
We're
that-
hanging out here
the
on the
Aussies-
beach, doing an interview on a Friday morning
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
others are
This is
busy.
our office,
This is
yeah.
it. This is it. But so you met this lovely curly-haired Jewish woman
Yeah.
or Israeli woman
Yeah.
in a cafe, not working, volunteering in the cafe, and you obviously fell in
So
love.
she's got a visa now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She's got a visa. All good.
So good.
You fell in love.
Yeah, we did.
That's
We
cool.
did. And I wasn't out then, you know. Like,
No, I mean
obviously-
you haven't always been
No.
out.
No.
Yeah. So this must have been weird.
So that was probably one of the biggest challenges I've ever had to face.
I'm sure.
So yeah, so literally, yeah, we fell in love. She had to go back to Israel. I was still competing.
Yeah.
You know, I still had to go and do my thing. She couldn't
Yeah.
come back to Australia, and the only way for me to see her was to go to Israel.
Yeah. Right.
So I then had to tell my parents, like, otherwise why would I be going to Israel?
Well, you could have been backpacking for an
Yeah,
extended
got a
period.
contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, it was a really tricky time in my life. And you know, that was like 15 years ago or so.
Yeah.
And even back then, you know, a lot's changed in 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, back then, you know, I used to hear people talking about me behind my back
Oh.
and, you know, all those things and the fear of coming out. You know, I'd had boyfriends and I
Yeah.
wasn't your typical stereotype gay person.
But
you know,
is there
what-
one? Like I know
there-
there's
there-
characters in movies and whatnot, and there seems to be these
Yeah.
stereotypes.
Yeah.
But they're not real.
They're not real.
They're imagined.
But imagine even back then. You
Yeah.
know, and it's a pretty small town. that I
Pretty
grew up in.
conservative place too around
and,
here.
And well, yeah, everyone's kind of, you know, if you're different, you'd move to the city. You know,
Yeah,
that's
exact-
What people
that's what I was
would do.
thinking.
Like people wouldn't stay here. If you're a bit different, you'd go live in the city.
Yeah.
You know, this is I surf. Or this is
home.
This is home. This is where I stay. I remember being at the big day out, and there was like maybe 2 buses of people from here. We all went in together in the stadium.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the guys from Avalon, I'm not going to say his name, but we're sitting in this massive grandstand and he just yells out, Mandy Zieren's gay.
Oh.
And, you know, like people didn't
What
know.
what did that have to do with anything?
Exactly. Like,
Yeah,
why
that's
do you
wild.
even need to say that? And that was like, I just wanted to crawl under my seat and just not
Yeah.
come out. Like, it was pretty, like, even now, like,
Had
I
you
get a
come
little
out
bit
though
of,
already?
no,
You must. Oh, okay. So this
No.
is just someone yelling this out
Just
because they've got an
because
idea, or they've.
someone's heard something.
Ah,
or,
okay.
you know, it's rumours. Like,
Yeah,
it's
that
so
sucks.
funny. I even get it. My
I can
throat
see you getting
tightens
uncomfortable now.
And yeah, like parents, there's only a handful of my friends, you know, that do.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit messes with your head, you know,
I'm
and you've
sure.
got to deal with it, but you've got to put on a brave front and you know, do the best you can. But yeah, like I went into full depression
I'm sure.
during that period of my time. Whereas today, you know, like
Yeah, you
it's
chilled,
fine.
cool.
It is what it is. But back then, you know, and to have to face your parents and tell them,
Yeah.
you know. But thankfully, over that period of time, you know, it's normal. You know, it's more talked about. It's
Yeah.
more open.
And we finally got some laws done in this country that let you, that ring there can be, you can get another ring,
Yeah.
right? Got to get another
I'm
one.
gonna- my whole
Yeah,
finger's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
ring.
When you get around to getting a wedding done.
Wedding.
But
You'll be invited.
oh,
Don't you worry.
thanks,
You'll be there.
thanks.
You'll be there.
I'll document. How did you get out of the depression?
It took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while. Like, it was even a shock for me when I realised that I was gay, let alone, you know, to tell friends and family. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, you're
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
what? Like, where did this come from? But then I look back now and it's obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But at the time
I mean-
it wasn't, you know, in hindsight it's obvious, but it wasn't then. So I had
Yeah.
to, not only my family or, like, you think that everyone else around you has to deal with it, but I think it's more in your own head as well, that you've got to get your head around that, and it's scary. It's really scary.
Sure.
And when you're young and you don't, you know, I was like 24, around that age. And it's really scary. And because I had sponsors, I was worried what they would think, would I lose my sponsors?
Yeah, wow.
You know, like, what are people going to say? But, you know, if I look back now, I wish that I could go back and just go, fuck, that doesn't matter, that shit doesn't matter. You know? Like,
Standing up at the big day out and saying,
I should have just
Mandy
gone,
Zieren
"Fuck
is
yeah."
gay, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a funny
But
thing
you
because,
can't, you're scared.
Of
you know?
course,
Like,
of course. But like, how you're saying things are better today, but like, are they really better or not? Do you feel like if you were coming out today in Australia,
I feel like today, like, yeah,
everyone
it's
just like, cool,
it's
whatever.
much easier.
Oh,
You know,
yeah?
like my 10-year-old niece, she's so cool with it. Like,
Oh, okay.
she talks to me about it, and you know, she's like, people at school don't care if people are gay. What does it matter? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but there's some adults now that can't think like that. You know? So, you know, and it depends on your personality as well. Like, I was really shy. I was quite a quiet person. You know, I wasn't really loud and boisterous. So, I think also it depends on your personality, how you handle it for yourself. So yeah, I was super shy and would worry what people would think. And, you know, so, you know, partly my fault, not my fault,
No,
but just the way that my character is. Where there's some people who are just like, bang, you're gonna own it. You know, I didn't own it. I own it now.
Yeah.
You know, what does it matter? Like,
No.
it's a person. If you fall in
No,
love
who
with a
cares?
person, you fall in love with a person.
I feel like it's also like I've got other friends who are gay, and like I don't know. I feel like it's less about being like gay, but just kind of being like, I'm in love with that person, and
Yeah.
that's a woman or that's a guy,
Yeah.
and I can't help that.
Exactly.
Like, so,
Yeah.
you know, like it's kind of more maybe, because it's not like, by the sounds of your story, it's not like you were like, did you kind of know you were gay before you met your partner, or did you kind of meet your partner and go,
No, I knew.
you knew?
I knew.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you were
Um,
grappling with that
Yeah,
alone?
and I still, yeah. Well, yeah. So I'd seen a few girls
Yeah.
before her. The first one obviously was the hardest.
I'm sure it's
just
madness,
like,
yeah.
"Ah," you know,
Yeah.
I've had boyfriends and
Yeah.
you know, I've been with a guy for like 5 years. I thought
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
marry him.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden this thing's presented to you, and you're just like, oh, where did that come from? Like,
Yeah.
so left the field.
Yeah.
But in saying that, there was always something that wasn't quite right with me
Yeah.
and guys. Like I love guys. I think guys are beautiful. I love hanging out with guys.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a man hater.
Nah, you're not.
Like they're beautiful.
She
but
cuddled
they're
me when I
just-
saw her. She just cuddled me, and like there was no hate at all. She's cool.
But there was just something
Yeah.
sexually
Yeah.
that just wasn't right. And
Yeah.
like, you can't go against that.
Nah.
That's just
Nah.
that's nature.
And that'd be awkward.
And I tried for it to not be, you know what I mean? Try to push it aside.
Yeah.
It's not real, but you can't deny that.
Nah.
So,
That's interesting. It's an interesting thing to go through because, is it about the same age? Do most people, do you know anything about, do most people come out in their early 20s? Is that usually when it happens? Or I guess there's cases of people who come out when they're 50 and stuff as well, right?
Like, there's so many cases of people, like men or women, getting married, having kids,
doing
and then
the whole thing.
Yeah, and then getting to a certain age and just going, you know what, like...
That must be hardcore.
Yeah.
To live a
that
whole
would be
life.
Even harder.
Could you imagine?
For kids, for your partner.
Yeah.
You know? But
And for yourself.
And for yourself.
To live like that.
Because you could stay in that marriage.
Yeah.
For your kid's sake, for your husband's sake, for your wife's sake, or whatever, and just to not, rustle with feathers, rock the boat.
Yeah.
But then you're the unhappy.
Yeah.
You know?
It must be a heavy burden.
Yeah, huge. So, but I really do think it's much easier for people to come out these days. And, thankfully, those times, because people have lost their lives, people commit suicide because they can't handle that pressure of society and what people think. And, I have a good friend of mine who lives here, her son, who went to school here, he used to get bashed because he's gay. He used to get cigarettes put out on him, And that's only a few years ago.
That's sick.
And that's
sick.
so horrible.
It is.
He's going to have psychological problems, for the rest of his life. Yeah. Because of, because he's
the
a bit
torture.
Because he's a bit different and, he doesn't fit into society. So.
Did the shift in legislation in Australia, was there something in that made you feel good? Do you get affected by those moments or not?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
okay.
like I remember. I think I had a tear in my eye just because you knew that the majority of the people in this country are okay with that. That it kind of gave you I don't know. It gave you a sense of pride, not only for gay people but for Australia as a society. That we're open enough to think like that. And, it did. It gave me a bit of I'm not, like we said before, I'm not one to go into the city and go marching. And, I don't know, maybe I should use my voice more or...
Whatever.
But,
You're using it now.
It's great. No, I just think it was a great thing, not only for, gay, lesbian, trans, but for Australia as a whole.
I wasn't here when all that legislation was done, and for me, I was living in Sweden, and gay marriage and equal rights, and they're just normalised since fucking decades, and I'm just like, please get it together, and I was like, please, embarrassing. It's getting embarrassing, how it's sustained. Even Ireland passed gay marriage legislation before Australia, and that's a way more conservative place than here. So I was just tripping. And for me, it's not it's just this basic thing where it's I just find it strange that people care one way or the other. I just find it an interesting concept.
It doesn't affect anyone.
Why do I care if she's gay or he's gay or wants to get married? I don't care. It's actually
what does it affect? Say
nothing.
You had a problem with it and I went and got married. What's
nothing.
It going to do to you?
Nothing. Just another party to go to. It's fucking fantastic.
I actually watched I can't quote the name of the movie, but I watched it on Netflix, and it was about the first women who got married in Spain.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, right.
And it really made me think, how unfortunate, they just got ridiculed and pushed down to society. I think in the end one of them committed suicide. And just because you love someone.
In love,
you can't control it.
But
we're really on the love topic, aren't we?
But it's important. It's cool. It's good to get onto it. It's just nice that people can, and the thing about you're in a really long, loving relationship that hurts no one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, congratulations on your engagement 10 years ago.
Thanks. Maybe it'll be another 10.
Try and fucking get it together and
another 10 years.
have a good party.
We will.
I mean, do you think about kids? Are you interested in having kids and things like that as well? You want to build a family?
We were almost there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, last year. So I'm 40. Letting the age out.
You do not look 40, by the way.
My partner's 41. Thank you, Josh.
Yeah.
Probably because
Despite all the sunshine.
I don't have kids.
Yeah, maybe. What moisturiser are you using? I need to get some of that.
I can't let my stick
Oh.
The Avalon Air.
Damn, yeah, it is. The water's different.
But, yeah, I don't know. We started the process.
Okay.
I've always wanted to adopt.
Oh,
Ever
okay.
since I was a young kid, I've always wanted to adopt
All right.
a kid.
So you don't want that pain and suffering of a pregnancy?
No.
Nah.
It's never appealed to me. I've always wanted a kid.
Okay, cool.
But I can't explain that. Like, we went to the doctors, we went to blood tests, and blah, blah, we took it that stage. And
Yeah.
we just both never.
Neither of you wanted to have that
We
experience.
just looked at each other one day and we're like, why haven't we gone further? But that's okay. You know, I've got so many kids, like friends' kids, family. You know, I feel like I've got so many kids. But it's great. I can just hand it back.
I'm enjoying being an uncle when I get, like, my siblings will hear this or see this. They're like, he never fucking turns up anyway, but I do enjoy the little moments I get with my nephews and stuff.
Videos, so,
yeah, like, you know, that's, but I can't handle the bit when they're just blobs. Yeah. Like, that's just like,
just
whatever.
Give them back.
Yeah, I don't, I'll come back in 2 years when you got a
character.
character.
Oh, and they're babies.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, like, I got nothing to offer.
Are you going to have kids?
I don't know. No, I'm not in any, no, I'm not it. I'm more of a adapt to whatever happens in life.
Yeah. Me
So
too. Like,
yeah.
people ask us all the time, are you having kids? And I'm like, it hasn't happened. It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
something that I go, oh, I wish I had, I should have.
No.
It's just, you know, the circumstances in our lives that have, you know, personal things, this and that. And it is what it is, you know?
I just find it interesting, and maybe I'm just really weird with what I'm about to say here, is just like, it's hard for me to imagine planning to make that thing.
Yeah.
Because it is full of pain and suffering and commitment for a lifetime. Like, you know, you would borrow money from your parents to go bodyboarding still when you're an adult.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, fuck, imagine having to deal with that in the
Yeah.
future. Like, it's like, I'm happy to donate money to many causes, but I just can't imagine planning that type of commitment in your life. Like, it's something that if it happens for me, I'm like, okay, life has changed and now I will become the person I need to be.
Do it. Yeah, and you'll be
But
there
like,
100%.
otherwise, like, planning this shit, are you for real?
Well, that's what the problem with us is. It can't happen naturally. We can't go, oops,
Yeah,
like, you know,
whoops.
like
Yeah, you got to
the
actually
thought
have
of
intent.
calling the hospital and sitting on a computer and searching for sperm. And it didn't.
It's a different
I mean,
game,
that's what
isn't it?
people do.
That's what they have to do.
There's people that can't have kids
Yeah.
naturally, so they have to do that. But
Yeah.
you know, it's bizarre. It's bizarre to sit there and go, okay, let's read his profile and let's get.
What is
get
it? So this
black one,
profile? Oh,
let's get
right.
curly
Is it this
hair,
detail
let's
you can go to with
Yeah.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. This is incredible.
Oh, he's a doctor. Yeah, let's get.
No way. You can see
height,
occupations.
Height.
No, you can't see that.
Yeah.
No way.
You can.
Wow, you're totally designing.
So we could design a baby, but I just.
Whale just jumped over there.
It kind of
Sorry,
didn't sit
distracted.
With us. It didn't
Yeah, sure.
sit with us, and people might say, well, that's a negative or whatever, but that's just.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I think it's cool.
We've got so many kids around us
Yeah.
that we feel super lucky. And,
Yeah.
You know, we feel like we want to keep through that. We've got plenty to choose from.
Nice. And willing parents to palm them off to you.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad we touched on this subject. It's a tricky one. I'm really happy for you and your partner to have the exact same freedoms that I've always had. That's nice.
We can get on a plane, jump.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Completely normal.
Yeah.
Should have always been like that. Let's try and find a wrapping up point. I think like a good way to wrap up is to dive into your today. And like you have managed to find yourself back into the water. I mean, I was following your Instagram and stuff just to see some beautiful photos of this area. So you're doing some really good photography.
Thanks. Yeah. So when I stopped bodybuilding, I was like, I always had a passion for photography.
Yeah.
you know, when we were always away doing surf trips and
Yeah.
photographers, I always found myself
Camera
really,
wasn't far away from you.
like
Yeah.
really drawn to them, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
always asking them questions. And
Yeah.
so when I stopped bodyboarding, I was like, okay, what's my way of staying in the sport,
Yeah.
keep traveling, stay in the ocean,
Yeah.
and that was like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That was photography.
Yeah.
And I get just as stoked going out with my camera as I do surfing.
Because you're
No,
swimming
like,
around too, right? You're in the
swimming
water
around and
too.
you're
You're
in
not
your
just on
own-
the land
I don't
doing
really
that
like
bit.
crowds, and
Yeah.
so I'm so happy to sit with my camera and just watch your friends get barreled or just shoot
Beautiful.
empty waves. You
Yeah.
know, like that gives me just as much joy as it does surfing. So if I can't bodyboard, at least I can do that.
And you've got the passion, and you've got the passion in your day job.
Yeah, and I guess all those years of surfing and bodyboarding, I guess I already had an advantage.
Oh,
like it's
hell
hard,
yeah.
you know, it's hard work sitting out there with a camera,
Yeah.
and a lot of it is knowing where to sit, where to line yourself up,
Yep.
how waves break,
Yep.
whips and everything. So I was fortunate enough to already have that skill set under
Yeah.
my belt. So
A lot of the best photographers were bodyboarders.
yeah,
I find a lot of the best
Yeah.
water photographers were bodyboarders.
Yeah.
Tim Jones, Ian Stewart.
Yeah.
You know, you got guys, Phil Gallagher.
yeah,
You know, there's a lot of great water photographers,
Yeah.
and they were all
because
bodyboarders
they have that
once.
experience.
Yeah.
Already, you know? Like it would be so
Jeff Flint.
hard. So Toby Player.
Toby
even was
Player,
there for a little bit,
Lensman,
wasn't he?
also a DJ in his part time in another life. DJ
He
BCT.
loves the DJ.
I laugh so hard when I know that. It's great.
Shout out to Tobes,
Yeah.
the party man.
So your photography is the thing that you do now. That's your day. That's your thing.
that's
You do
it,
some
yeah.
weddings and stuff as well. You kind of mix it up, don't you?
I've just stopped doing weddings.
Oh, good for you.
Good for me.
That's a
and
big
I'm
step in a photographer's life, isn't
so
it?
happy.
Yeah, that's sick.
I'm so happy. So
Every
I've-
photographer's like, yeah, I don't do weddings anymore, and they're like, oh, you've made that step.
Yeah, I never set out to do a wedding.
No,
But
who
it just
does?
happened, yeah. People are like, why? You make good money, but like,
Yeah, exactly.
You make money, but you work.
It's full on,
It's
right?
full on. It's full on. So yeah, now I'm concentrating. I just launched my online print shop.
Cool.
this
That's
week.
why I went here. I was giving you like a plug.
Oh yeah, there you
This
go.
is what this was,
That's what I want to do. I just want to take photos
and sell them.
and sell them.
Sweet.
I have so many photos sitting there, you know, in the computer, hard
Great.
drives. I want to make a living out of it, and I can.
Have that nor'easter just kicking up. Perfect time. Perfect time to get to the end point. So if people want to find you online, how do they find your online print shop?
You can go to my Instagram, Zieren Photo, and there's a link in the bio there.
Yeah.
You can click straight onto the store or
Yeah.
to my website,
Cool.
mandyzierenphotography.com.
Epic.
Come and buy a print.
Go buy print. I'll share a few into the Boogie Instagram so you can all appreciate the work that this woman does. Thank you
So-
so much.
Thank you.
Was there anything else
That's
you wanted to get
alright.
out before we finish it?
Basically, I just want to see the sport start to grow. I actually feel like in the last year or so, it's bodyboarding's coming up.
I think it is.
And I think it's amazing, you know, just the contest in Kayama, how
Yep.
they had the what do they call it? Old man's division.
The heritage.
The heritage division.
The old man's division. Let's just call it that. That's actually more accurate.
Sorry. The heritage. Well, I'm calling myself old because I could be. in
What
the
are you now?
heritage.
40. You're 40. I'm
40.
35. You're not that old.
No.
I mean, like, come on.
Spring chickens.
Get real.
40's the new 30.
Well, yeah. I hope so.
I think that having events and including, you know, that heritage division,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's
No.
a draw card. When I saw it, I was so bummed that I didn't have the chance to go down there and just to see, you know, those guys still flocking, loving it.
They were. There's that. I mean, we've still got a long way to go, though, to get the women back into the scene properly. Like, there's some good ambassadors doing good work. Joanna and Isabella, Alexandra, Ayaka, the girls from Japan.
Yeah.
Like, there's some good women bodyboarding
And the
now.
level of their bodyboarding,
It's pretty high.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. But there's still this gap. Like, we haven't quite figured out how to really bring it together.
Yeah.
And that's why I think this Q-Boards moment back in the day, like, credit to Dave Appleby and to those guys at the time for recognising you in that crew, because it was like a really big leap forward for women's bodyboarding for sure, that you were mixing it up with those guys, but we're not back there yet. We've got to
gone
get
backwards.
a little bit, I think.
But you know, persistence and just everyone kind of getting together, you
Yep.
know, and
Hanging
pushing
out.
it, and what you're doing with your podcast.
Doing my best.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I just like to talk to people.
You just want to talk shit.
Yeah,
really.
that's basically it. That's basically it.
And the fact that you're back on tour.
That's
Ripping.
fun. Oh well, I'm doing what I can.
Yeah.
Doing what I can, surviving,
Surviving.
wearing my gaff,
Wear
just
your
in
gas,
case everything
don't-
goes wrong.
Don't get the chunk celery off.
Nah. All
There's
my
not
hair
much-
fell
there's
out
not
now.
much there
Fuck off.
protecting it.
No, there's nothing there to protect it anymore.
It's good though.
But I'm okay
Suits
with
you.
it. I'm
Who needs
okay.
hair? Who needs hair?
I'm okay with it.
Overrated.
Yeah, sure.
Overrated.
Well, thank you for this podcast.
Thanks, Josh. Good to catch up.
You too.
Yoo-hoo.
See yous.